First at 5, breaking news regarding the first case of the coronavirus in our state. People who came into contact with our first presumptive positive case are being asked to self-quarantine.
Learning a little bit more about that patient as well. A popular weekend event, the International Festival of Raleigh, has been postponed, all because of concerns that getting a bunch of people into one spot in the town would potentially cause this virus to spread. We've learned tonight that it was a man who caught COVID-19 in Seattle, Washington, after traveling to a nursing home there. He landed in the Triangle February 22nd, did not show any symptoms for 3 days.
He is isolated right now at home and doing well. We're told 10 to 20 people have been tested in all. The state says it does expect to have more people coming down with coronavirus.
And we have live team coverage tonight as people everywhere prepare for the possible spread. We have our Leanne Danier in Winston-Salem with a look at how the Transit Authority is trying to keep its passengers as safe as possible.
But first, we want to go to our Kirsten Gutierrez. She's live in the studio with us with what you can do right now to protect your family. Kirsten?
We've all heard the basic things. Wash your hands thoroughly, clean and disinfect areas you use in your home often, like doorknobs and countertops, and stay home when you're sick. But another thing that can help fight against a virus is hand sanitizer, but it's flying off the shelves. Now, we called several stores across the area like CVS, Target, Walmart, and Marley Drug. All of them are out of hand sanitizer. And while they're waiting for more supplies to come in, Marley Drug owner Dave Marley says there's a simple and cheap way to make your own. All you need is a cup of alcohol with the concentration of at least 60%, 6 to 10 drops of whatever essential oil you choose, and a spritz bottle. Now, once you add everything into that bottle, close the lid, shake it, and then add it to your hands.
One of the good things I've heard about this virus is that it's fairly fragile, meaning it's going to be killed with alcohol, it's going to be killed with Clorox, and so we can get rid of it fairly easily, just like any other cold virus. So, you know, that homemade product is basically just a way of spraying alcohol on your hands and treating yourself.
Now, for a full list of that homemade hand sanitizer recipe, you can head to our website, WXII12.com. Live from the newsroom, I'm Kirsten Gutierrez. Back to you.
Kirsten, thank you very much. Of course, the virus for now is just in Wake County. However, the city of Winston-Salem is preparing for the possibility that it spreads into the Piedmont.
City departments are coming up with contingency plans to stay up and running in case staff members get sick.
The Transit Authority in particular is already putting in new measures in place, and that's where we find our Leanne Danier as we continue our team coverage this evening. Leanne, what is that department doing?
Well, the focus right now is on education. They want to make sure that their riders and their staff have accurate and reliable information about the coronavirus. Thousands of people rely on the Winston-Salem Transit Authority to get from point A to point B every day.
We just want folks to know that we feel pretty sure that they're going to be safe when they use our buses.
Now, Transit Authority leaders are making it a point to get ahead of coronavirus concerns.
So we developed a contagious virus response plan, which includes all of the what to do's and how to do's in the event that the virus hits our community.
The Transit Authority added an extra step to the already nightly cleaning the vehicles go through, treating them with a new disinfectant, paying extra attention to the driver's areas and handrails. Inside of the vehicles, the Transit Authority has posted flyers like this one, helping folks get educated about the coronavirus. And for the drivers, they're coming into contact with hundreds of people every single day. So the Transit Authority is telling them if they're feeling just a little bit sick, go ahead and just stay home. You can never be too sure. Additionally, staff underwent training about the warning signs to look out for, proper hand washing techniques, and cough etiquette. The hope is to keep staff and riders informed and healthy as the country navigates coronavirus questions.
We put out lots of information on our social media as well as our website regarding information for our ridership and others who wanted to just be kept abreast of what's going on with the coronavirus and educating themselves on it.
And they say they do plan to continue posting any updates that come in on their social media accounts. And we at WXII are doing the exact same thing. So be sure to stay with us as more information about this virus becomes available. In Winston-Salem, Leanne Danier, WXII 12 News.
Leanne, thank you very much. Next to Washington, D.C., where lawmakers have reached a deal on emergency funding to fight the coronavirus. At the White House, the Trump administration met with the private sector today to collaborate on a response. Let's go to Aixa Diaz now. She is in our Washington newsroom tonight. Aixa, what are critics saying?
Kenny, critics say the government is playing catch up to contain this virus, which may have gone undetected for weeks in the Seattle area. Congress is now preparing to pass a funding bill for this as the Trump administration tries to calm fears.
$8.3 billion. That's how much lawmakers have agreed to spend on the fight to contain, treat, and prevent the new coronavirus. The amount is 3 times higher than what the White House requested last week.
I'm optimistic we can complete the legislation and deliver this funding this week.
The bill includes money for state and local governments, the CDC, and scientists who are developing a vaccine and therapeutics. Today, Vice President Pence, who's leading the federal response, met with CEOs of commercial labs.
We have more than 2,500 kits that are being distributed around the country this week that'll make more than 1.5 million tests available.
But critics say the rollout of test kits has been slow and limited.
When you show up at your doctor's office because you think you might have coronavirus and there's no test and he doesn't know what to do and just says go home and don't go to work.
Also at the White House today, airline CEOs who tell President Trump they're taking extra steps to disinfect airplanes to protect passengers and their employees.
These people are flying, it's safe to fly, and large portions of the world are very safe to fly.
Doctors say the reassuring news: the majority of people who get this virus don't require hospitalization, they just recover at home. It also appears the virus isn't affecting children like it is adults. In Washington, Aixa Diaz, WXII 12 News.
Aixa, thank you. And remember, you can join us tomorrow morning at 11 on Facebook Live. Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center infectious disease expert Dr. Christopher Ohl will be taking any questions you might have about the coronavirus.